What up, people? It's your boy Chig. You are through to the Kombat show. It feels ages since I've done one of these shows, even though I did it last week. But it does feel like a while. Joining me, as always, are my two co-hosts. Ola, say hello to the people, Ola.
What's happening, people? Yeah.
We're going to get a floating Ola in this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're in the house, man. Nigeria flag, yeah? You get me? Salute.
Also joining me, it's not the Ghanaian that Arsenal fans want, but it's the Ghanaian that we're going to get, and that is William. Say hello to the people.
What's happening, people? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
See the top, Ghana. GH.
I hope you guys are all well. Please do stick a like on this video as you come into the chat room. Also, share the video around. And yeah, we're back. And for those of you who were wondering where was our review show, it's today. Because I kind of said to the boys, listen, it's only Holly Holm that's fighting next week. We ain't really got a lot to talk about in the next week's show. So maybe we should use the review where we're going to be talking about a lot to fill it out. So if everyone that has been hitting me up, it was always going to be today. Apologies. We should have mentioned that last week. It was kind of a last-minute decision, truth be told. But I hope you guys are all well. And how are you guys? How's your week been?
Well, it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah.
Lost a bit of money, but it's all good.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. I ain't going to gloat. So any money I won off you, I gave it to this Egypt.
The funny thing is he owed me a lot of money, but he had to just cut it short, so he gave me a little less than what he would have given me. So he's played tactical, very, very tactical, and come out on top. Hey Ola.
It would have been a lot better if I didn't blah you out last week.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So
that
I love that. I love that in the chamber, man. I love that in the chamber because now we're gonna use. We're gonna recycle that one day. You get me?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, man. What's happening, people? What's happening? Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Shout out to everybody that's watching live right now. Shout out to people that are watching on playback. We're here to talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the card. I want to save the main event, obviously, because we've got a lot to talk about. So, Ola, if you want to start from your Bible, and then we can go from there.
Ooh. Okay. Hakeem Dawodu against Zubaira. I was excited. I actually said about. Like I was saying, and Will got me on this. To be fair to, when I saw Khabib, I heard. I think it was the day before the fight, and I found out that it was Khabib that was cornering him. I was like, oh shit. I didn't know Khabib was cornering the boy.
That was a surprise to everyone. Yeah. That was a guy that came over. He was 4 pounds.
4 pounds.
Yeah, it was 4-5 pound heavier. You know what I mean? Obviously is not just the city kickboxing boys, but Hakeem as well. He's one of the boys Starbender was campaigning for at the end of the night, but we'll get on that. But Hakeem came in, and I thought Zubaira gave him the win. Maybe it might have been a split decision or whatever, but I saw Zubaira running the whole 3 rounds. It was just backpedaling, didn't want to engage. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what you guys thought, but
no, he didn't fight like a Khabib fighter, did he?
The thing was, they hadn't shown him clips of Dawodu until the weekend. And then he made his mind up that I ain't fighting that guy. That guy is too strong. I'm only joking. I'm only making that up. I see Chick believing me like.
No, I don't know. I must confess, I ain't seen no build up to this Zakir guy. I think I've seen him once on an accidental. I don't know anything about him, so I was just taking your word as gospel. I was like, okay, cool.
I think you got the first punch and thought, okay. I like rolling around. I don't like getting punched in the face. I'd rather roll around because Khabib and them, they roll around. They don't punch you in the face. So maybe.
I think we should talk about this now, even though it was Israel that brought it up. But I think it's relevant because it's to do with this fight. What is your guys' policy on weigh-ins?
Look, I've always said I've been very, very critical on the show of people that miss weight. For me, I mean, you've got to, you have to be professional. You have to come in, make the ground play level ground. Just be professional about things because it's not fair to the opponent. I mean, if the opponent, I'm gonna get to Archie later, man. You know, he's been on my neck for weeks. I'm
No.
wringing his neck like a fucking turkey.
He's
I'm
saying
not,
what I'm thinking.
bro. I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not
No,
having it. Look, let me get the thing out of the way. I'm coming back for Archie, man. Fam, trust me. So, like, you can't come in overweight when you sign a contract to do the thing at a certain weight class. Make the weight class. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this is professional mixed martial arts, and people's health is dependent on it. If they feel it's not level, you know. So for me, I've always been critical. It don't matter what it is. If you miss weight, I'ma get on you. And Zubaira missed weight by not even by a pound or 2 pounds. He missed weight by 5 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds. You can't. Yeah, 4 or 5 pounds. Who cares? Like fucking, you can't be missing that much weight. You know, it's a lot of weight to miss. And I don't know, man. I'm the right man won in my opinion. I thought you know he got at him and he stayed in his face. Zubaira didn't really do a lot of the things that I expected him to do. I expected him to use his wrestling quite a bit. I expected him to, you know what I mean? You're bigger. Let your arms go, you know what I mean? And then his corner was telling him, they were telling him to engage. And the man ran the whole of the third round. Yeah, so you know, we all went with Dawodu. So good win for the lad. And we'll see what competition he has next.
Let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest. Had you known my man was being cornered by Khabib, would that have influenced you?
Yeah.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? It would have. Because then that will influence my thinking. Because obviously, what am I been doing in training? Maybe
should I say what you actually said?
Hold on. It definitely would have influenced me.
I know.
You know what I mean? I said it in the group. Like, if I knew that Khabib was in my man's corner, I would have gone for him. But
yeah,
obviously,
exactly. That's what I was waiting for.
I would have picked him. But still, Dawodu came in and did the job, and Zubaira disappointed me, and I'm sure he would have disappointed his corner as well, his team, because I mean, not engaging for a whole round in the third round when maybe he might have took the first round. I thought Dawodu came back in the second. Dawodu had some of the first as well, a little bit of the first, but I you know, for me, I was 19-19 going into the third, and a lot of people scored it like that on TV. Because you see a lot of people tweeting and putting the scores up. I scored the 19-19 going into the third. So for Zubaira to do that in the third, I don't know what he thought. Maybe he thought he had both rounds. You know, I don't know why he think in his mind he had both rounds, because Dawodu was definitely way busier in the second round. But I'm happy. I'm happy Dawodu won. You know, because I wouldn't have wanted the guy that missed weight again to win. Obviously, you have to
the two other guys.
Yeah, and the two other guys as well. Exactly. So, I'm just pissed off. You see how shitty it is for the two other guys that that use their weight in the prelims. So it's a bit tough when you see people that's packing a lot more power, taking it out on people that actually made weight. And everybody on the show know how serious I am about weight cuts and people making weight, because I've said on the show many times how weight cuts affects a fight. You know, like the main event.
So what would be the percentage then?
I'd go to 50% because you still want the other guy to.
Israel, do 80, 90.
Nobody's gonna take the fight then, is it? You know what I mean? And
Wait.
Hold on. If nobody takes the fight, then that means they shouldn't be fighting at all.
Yeah.
It's your job. It's a job requirement.
I agree. I mean,
I
look,
must admit, you don't really see that many missed weights in boxing. So there's something to do for
the one thing as well is UFC fighters don't earn a lot of money. By the time they've paid for the gym, paid for their team, paid for this, paid for that, lose 30%. You know
it needs to be higher than 30, man. It needs to be.
So yeah, it needs to be way higher than 30. I think 50% is losing half your fee is a fair.
I think more than half. Because
you
need to come to your job well prepared.
All right, okay. So should they be taking the? So I'll ask both of you this question: should they be the ones taking the 30% rather than giving the 30%?
What do you mean? What, as in, where does that money go to? Is that what you just asked?
No. Should they be taking 30% of the whole rather than giving 30% of their purse? Should they be the ones giving the opponent 70%? Rather than giving the opponent 30%.
Not the opponent, the commission. And then the commission sees what they do with the money, innit? Because you got to pay referees and crap like that. Because the thing is, it's got nothing to do with UFC.
Yeah, I thought the opponent gets the purse of the fighter. Yeah, that purse of the person that misses weight.
I kind of agree with Will, though. I would say give it to the commission and let them allocate it. Yeah. I still think the opponent should get something.
But I thought it's I don't know. I could be way off on this if I understanding that the opponent gets it.
I don't think the opponent should get it because if you're regulating something, then the money should go to the regulating body, not to one of the workers.
Yeah, it's still the opponent that suffers.
Yeah, but it's still one of the workers
carrying more weight.
That's like basically saying, Ola, me and you are going to do a job, in our company. We're going to do a job. We've been given something to do. You forgot yours, whatever it is, and then they've told me, okay, so if the profit comes off of it, I'm the only one gaining the profit.
In that case, Will, would you then say that, in my opinion, and this is where I argue against it, if I'm putting myself at risk against someone that's potentially 4 or 5 pounds heavier than me going into that fight, surely I should be able to negotiate that money. That extra money, that extra compensation.
Well, now this is where I will come in and put my head in a little bit as well. Well, they were happy to take 30. All these fighters have been happy to take 30 this whole time. So if the commission gets 80 and you're happy to take 30, if we give you 50, that's better than what you used to get, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not proposing that they get all of the money. But definitely, I think they should definitely get
percentage. Yeah, you can get a percentage because you showed up and you did what you had to do.
Yeah,
you turned up on time. You clocked in everything. The other guy didn't clock in or didn't have his PPE on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's one of them ones where I think the commission has to get the money and then give it out, but also keep some of it and also take some referees on training. Use that to train some referees and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agreed. Because it should be a constant, almost like the police in America.
Yes, sir.
I know different contexts, but let's just be real here. Training should be always ongoing for these guys to avoid any problems or issues.
That's how I feel. But application's always a hard thing to do when you don't have the logistics and everything else. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I agree.
So I'm just suggesting this, but it might be harder than what I'm actually just suggesting. So I don't. Yeah, but that's my view. My view is 80%. 80% is perfect. Yeah, 80% is more than perfect for me. Not 90. 90 is too much. 90 is too
much. I agree.
It's extreme. It's extreme.
80 because allow the team to be paid at least.
Yeah. Allow certain people to be paid, but it also gives you the whole premonition of coming in well prepared. If you don't come in well prepared, then do you know what I mean? Then F off. I'm the only one talking right now. I'm the only one with my mic on right now.
Yeah, I'm here. I just thought I'd give you the courtesy of talking. You know what I mean? Do your talk, man. You get me?
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
want to
no,
butt in.
no. But maybe if you got
I'm
a
still there.
point to make, innit? If you got a point to make, you can
No. I've already made my point. I think everybody knows how I feel about people missing weight. I don't like it. I think the people that put themselves through hell. Me and you spoken about off camera at your house about weight cut a lot, and I think to myself, the amount of times weight cut is one part of the fucking preparation for the fight that people don't really take into consideration too much, and is a big thing for me. Maybe apart from heavyweight. At heavyweight, those guys are free to do what they want to do.
Yeah, they don't necessarily cut weight.
Yeah, they don't necessarily cut weight. You could get up to 265, and I mean, on fight week, like Derek Lewis is still eating drumsticks and chicken wings. You know what I mean? And so's coming. To be fair, you know what I mean? That man they balling. So that man they don't have to worry about none of that. So yeah, it's crazy. Let's move on. Let's move on the card. Kathleen Vieira and Sijara Eubanks. I went for Sijara. Vieira, Chig and Will went for Vieira. Vieira fucking won that fight. She came correct. Sijara, it wasn't enough, but it was you know what I mean.
I'll tell you what.
Was a toe-to-toe. Another SD, by the way. It wasn't unanimous split decision, which she a lot of her fights. She's lost 4 fights. They've all been SDs. They've all been split decisions. This one as well. So it shows you how close.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing, just to pipe into what you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying, but just to pipe in, if she had fought maybe longer than 2 weeks before, she probably would have won that fight. That's my main reason why I didn't pick her. That's my main reason. So that's it.
I agree with you. Even she came out, I was on her Instagram live yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Thanking us, her supporters, people that really, really fuck with her and ride with her. You get me? Thanking us, and she put it out there about 3 fights in 2 months. Most people have 3 fights in a whole year. Most people don't. Most fighters don't. They don't even have that. She's had 3 fights in 2 months. So eventually he's gonna catch up with her, and with those as well. The good thing about that is you don't have to cut so much weight because she's always in range, But after a while, 3 fights in 2 months is a lot, by the standards as well of fighting in Vegas and then going to fight in Abu Dhabi as well. And we've all been told how that journey is taxing on all these fighters. So I'm not making excuses for her. She lost. It wasn't enough, like I said. And we knew what Kathleen Vieira was like coming into this fight. The only fight she's got on her record, incidentally, is the main event of what's happening tomorrow night. So that's the only loss she's got on her record, Aldana. And I thought, she put in a good effort against the tough Sijara Eubank, and well done to her. Let's see what's next for her. I don't know if they're gonna be pushing her. It depends how quick she wants to get back in. I mean, Sijara Eubank literally said, "Yeah, I lost that fight, but Uncle Dana, if you need some hands, you know what to call." You know what I mean? I'm about. So
dude, fucking hell.
You know what I mean? If you need some hands, I'm here. At least got to eat, fam. You get me? We all got to eat, fam. That she got to put something back into the kitty. So but she's been busy, man. She's been busy. She's been really busy.
Fuck Ali, man.
She been busy. Kai Kara France and Brandon Royval. What a fight. What a fucking fight.
Deserved fight of the night, this one.
Oh my God. Will, when them two stepped into the ring, into the octagon, and
What the fucking
we nearly saw a double knockout, didn't we? we nearly saw a double knockout.
Tony Ferguson prediction.
Crazy stuff. So since Will is doing some gadgetry stuff, put your shit on mute. Chig, what do you think of the Kaikara first brand rival thing?
Yeah, sorry I was away, guys. I had to go.
No, it's cool.
Basically, for me, I thought it was a fantastic fight. These New Zealand boys are tough, you know. They're tough. That team generally is very tough. It was good. It was just an entertaining fight. I don't really have a lot else to say about it. I think for me it was a good win from Kai. And on to the next one. I guess my question for you, Ola, is you know this team better than I do.
No, Kai lost, didn't he?
No, he won.
No, he lost.
No, Kai lost.
Kai lost.
Kai lost. He tapped out.
Unless I think the wrong person is Kai.
Big submission. I mean, this man was switching from Gogo Platter to Gogo Platter.
Rival one.
Kai's a
rival.
Is he not?
Kai's what?
He's got dark hair, black hair.
Yeah. Sure.
He won, didn't he?
No. Sure.
Yeah, lost that fight, man. Decision. I mean,
Fight of the night.
He lost to submission. I mean, the submissions that rival was coming with, I couldn't believe my eyes, and it nearly. I mean, Kai did well to hang in there.
Yeah,
he did well to.
It's the wrong person. I'm thinking of
Kai did well to hang in there. Both of them threw shots, back spinning elbow. He caught Kai on the face. His eyes rolled back, and it was throwing something that caught Brandon Royval. And he was going down as well, almost a knockdown. It was almost like a double knockout, double knockdown sort of thing. They both got back to it. Well done to the ref for not really breaking it up and giving them a chance to get their wits, get their wits about them. Well done to the ref for, allowing that to happen. And we ended up getting a fantastic fight, 3 rounds of fantastic combat between both of those guys. They really laid it on the line, and in the end, Royval was able to.
It was 2 rounds.
No, 3 rounds.
It's 2 rounds. They ended 48 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, 2 rounds. 2 rounds.
All right, 2 rounds.
I'm not tripping. I just got the wrong face to the wrong name.
No. Like I said, I'm talking about. We're talking about Brandon Royval. So yeah, it might have been 2 rounds. I thought it was 3, but yeah, I thought both of them put in work. They're putting work, and it's one of the reasons why I love that division, because it's fireworks. In in the 135, 125 division, it's always fireworks in them divisions there, man. And those guys, hats off to them. They really brought the fight. Onto the co-main, Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz. I've just learned how to say it. I used to say Blachowicz, but it's not Blachowicz, it's Blachowicz. So I learned that just over this weekend there, how to say his name properly. You know what I mean? Shout out to Camille. Camille's the one that, we've been talking about the new Polish power in town. At the 205 division. I saw what Will's reaction was like. Chig, tell us.
Do you see the way Archie has retired from doubting Israel? I am going to retire from doubting Jan, because the last 3 fights I've doubted him, and he's knocked every single one of them out. So I'm going to stop doubting him. It was a fantastic performance, because Reyes, I don't know what the fuck. I unfortunately believed he went into the fight so confident, even referring to himself as champ. I thought
we talked about that last week.
Yeah, but for me, I don't have any problem with that mindset. I think positive mindset. Think treat yourself like the champ, and positive results should come. The problem is, and as Costa later on found out in the main event, you got to do something, bruh. And I feel like for me, I don't know if he just froze. I don't know what happened, but Jan was on this. He just looked hungrier.
Where's the chat? Where's the chat, by the way? I'm trying to find the chat in there. I can't seem to find it.
Is that why you've been useless the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the chat.
The chat's active. They're active.
Chat's active.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can't see it. I can't see it anywhere.
I don't know. Have you upgraded your phone?
Get your 8-year-old to come and show you. I bet he points it out straight away. Get Kylan down to come and get Kylan down here to come and show you, man.
It's not giving me the option. It's nowhere.
Bruh, get Kylan down to come show you the thing, and Kylan will fix that thing fast. Yeah. Chig, you were saying about the
StreamYard, or are you looking through YouTube?
Looking for YouTube.
And you can't see the chat? Oh, no.
No.
How the hell to help you? But yeah, I think for me, I think Jan, I think well done to him. I think I'm kind of happy for him that, you know, he's obviously had a few losses in his career. He's done something to reinvent himself. He's now the champ. I can't help but think he won't be for very long. I just being honest. But like I said, I'm going to try. I'm going to stop doubting him. And maybe he is here to stay. And fair play to him because he's proved me wrong again. I thought it was a great performance. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Talking about,
let me put it this way. Yeah.
Well, your section is at the end. We're coming to boxing at the end.
Let me put it this way. You see how Ola's gonna bask in the main event.
Yeah.
Let me bask in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was your call, wasn't it? I knew one of you picked it. I couldn't remember who.
Because I picked Jan, and I kept saying Jan, and I kept going with Jan the whole time. None of you believed me. Even Ola didn't believe it after it happened. Ola was sat there like, yeah, but he's not finding the way. Look, I knew that was gonna happen already. First off, yeah. The reason why I picked Jan, and I made that decision in the week of watching him, because I told Ola I would done extensive. Normally, I don't do as much research as Ola does. Nowhere close. But I think last week,
got people helping you and shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Last week, I actually spent a lot of time just with like going through UFC and that, yeah. And I just felt like Reyes, for me, he was going on like, I have beat the worst possible matchup for me, the greatest ever. I've just beat him. None of these guys are on my level. I don't have to try. And this is why I always say to people, if Ronaldo and Messi don't go training,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
I think it's a balance though, because like I said to Ola a second ago, I don't necessarily mind the mindset of thinking that you're a champ. I think you should go in there believing you could beat everyone.
No. It was what he was saying. It was just like he just kept referencing. I've just
John Jones
5 rounds with John Jones. Arguably the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
What are these guys gonna do to me?
What are these guys do?
It wasn't a I can beat all of these guys. Let's put John Jones aside. I can beat all of these guys.
Yeah,
he was
maybe
saying,
you're right.
He was always referencing John Jones to make a point of why these guys are no match for him. And for me, that was wrong. For me, he wasn't fighting anybody but John Jones in the ring. He wasn't in the octagon. He was not fighting Jan. He was fighting John Jones because it was round 6 in his head. Yeah. And when round 6 went really badly, he started overextending and tried to, do you know what I mean? And tried to have like, and then
I just think I can't speak for Ola, but I think for myself, I just thought, to be honest, he'd be too explosive for Jan. And by the time Jan finds his range, because, you know, he's the taller guy, Reyes, you know? And I just figured, you know, he's kind of tricky in the way he sets up his range. And actually, funny enough, I approached it like a boxing match. And maybe that was the wrong thing to do. I kept thinking to myself, you know what?
I keep telling you, don't approach these fights like
boxing. But I just thought it would play out like that, to be honest. I thought it would play out like a fist fight. So I kind of thought, all right, let me try and approach it like a a boxing match, and I felt like I didn't like anything about it for Jan. But he obviously has amazing power. He clearly has that power. I still don't think it's explosive power. I agree with your boy DC. I think at the end of the day, I still think my man is slow, and I think that's why I do keep erring towards picking against him. But I'm going to stop doubting him. That's for sure. He's clearly got something about him. So congratulations to Jan.
Yeah, let me ask you two a question. I mean, if Reyes had, well, suppose Reyes was in Jan's place and they had that second fight with Dominic Reyes. Knowing what you know now, how do you think that fight would have gone?
Second fight with Dominic Reyes.
And we know John Jones's record with fighters in the second fight. Do you think it would have been
I think Jones wins, to be honest.
I think you already know my answer, because I said to you within the first minute of the bout, I said to you, if you remember. Do you remember?
Yeah. And I remember saying to you as well, you know, because this is when my whole mindset changed about the fight. When Jan was walking in, I said to Will, Jan he's gonna win. I said, when I saw the way that guy came in, there was just something about it. He looked so focused, and maybe even he might have been thinking, I'm praying Reyes has looked past me. I'm praying it's not respecting what I bring. I'm praying. And yeah, Reyes didn't turn up. And on top of that, his reward for not turning up, he gets a broken nose while he's on his way down. You know what I mean? The man was on his way down after the chicken legs. The man do the chicken legs like that. After the man's chicken leg, then I saw his nose, and I thought, "Rah, is that Steve Bruce or what? What happened to this guy?" You know what I mean? The nose was fucked up. I thought, God damn.
It happened way before the knockdown as well, the nose.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That's when I saw it. When the man was going down, I remember I rewinded it. I was like, boy, my man's nose is bent up blood. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, you gotta respect that. Gotta respect that Polish power, man. Look, on the peak, I went back and forth a lot, and I pointed out this guy keeps knocking at my guys. He keeps knocking them the fuck out.
But he's not.
You know what I mean? Rock code, OSP, fucking Corey Anderson. You know what I mean? Manua. And this guy was a check. This is one thing where you should never give up on your career.
Yeah.
Even if it looks like it's the end of the road. This guy was on a 4-loss. Let's not forget, Jan was supposed to be a welcome fight for Rockhold. You know, it was just so they were supposed to feed him to Rockhold to make him go and do something at 205.
Wow.
And Jan said, no, fuck that. You know, and he's done that with 4 people. When he was on a 4-fight losing streak, he's lost 4 fights before facing Rockhold.
Yeah,
you know, his career was on the doorstep, and to really back and become the world light heavyweight champion at this stage of his career, after the amount of wars he's been in, 205 is not an easy decision to, you know, 26 wins, 8 losses in the UFC, in mixed martial arts, not UFC, but to have that kind of a career and get to where he's got to and hold the strap, regardless of what happens after this now, is, you know, he'll be engraved in as a light heavyweight UFC champion. And, you know, that brings pride to that part of the world here in Europe. In Poland, a lot of the people came to meet him at the airport. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. There was so many people that came out.
He should have passed by England. You
know what I mean? So he's a hero. He's a hero to his people, and rightfully so. He's done well to get to where he is. The only thing that I wasn't expecting was him calling out Jones. Jones has just left the division.
No. That's just the.
That whoever won.
Yeah, I want to beat the guy who just left the belt.
Yeah, whoever won was gonna do that. That's
because he just gave him the belt, really, didn't he? So if they,
unfortunately, for the light heavyweights, Jones's spirit is always going to be.
Nobody ever beat him, so they'll always have that. Any champion would want to beat Jones.
Yeah,
just to make people feel like
I get all of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course I get all of that. He
called out someone. You guys didn't listen. He called out someone. There you go.
Thiago Santos. He called out Thiago Santos as well.
There you go.
But I just thought it would have been fitting if he just.
Well, to be fair,
I felt he should have kept Jones out of his mouth. Go and right that wrong. Beat Santos. Then you can call out Jones.
Shot too.
Then talk to Jones. You know what I mean? You ain't had no fight with Jones. You ain't got no. There's nothing there with you and Jones. Yeah, we know you want to beat Jones, but go and right some of the wrongs because there's a few people in that division that beat him, and they'll be thinking they got a shot. Go and give them a shot. Right those wrongs, and then come look for Jones.
Wait, he did also call someone else out, Will. Your boy DC.
Oh no, that's after the fact. After the fact of DC saying what he said.
I know.
But let's
slow down.
Yeah,
DC will still whoop your ass. Relax.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's be honest. My boy, you don't want my boy to come down there and take that belt again for the third time. You don't want us to do that for the third time.
I know DC can be a little chinny, but I do think he's too slow to be able to, especially DC at 205, no chance.
DC's just been knocked out twice in his whole entire life.
I think that Polish power gets him if he touches him. Remember, Anderson had him over a couple of times. What are you talking about?
Rumble Johnson put him in the other fucking... Look, after Rumble Johnson, I believe in DC's chin. Hey, Ola.
I agree with you.
After Rumble Johnson... I believe in DC's chin.
But listen, we're not necessarily disagreeing. I think DC whoops his ass.
Remember what's robbed DC so far. Let's remember what's actually like stumbled DC so far. John Jones's picograms.
yeah.
And then Stipe's bodywork.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that,
we only knew about Jones's picogram because DC snitched on him, man. He told them to go. He said, "I've never been kicked in the head like this. Go and test that boy."
He actually said that. He said he hit me harder than heavyweight.
Yeah. He said, "I've never been hit like this before." He told them, man, there to go and fuck. He said, "Go to the dressing room right now."
I don't know if he said that far, but he did
say I've seen, bro. Trust me, I've seen that interview, blood. The man said, you know what I mean. Trust me when I say this. The man said he's never been hit like that before. Go and test him. You get me? Go and get him right now while it's still hot. You know what I mean? So
don't get me wrong. Chat room. Just to be clear, I said for the very get go, I mean DC would win. Don't get me wrong. But
we don't want him to come back.
The power connects. That's all. All right. Where does Reyes go from here, though?
Will
Reyes? I'll say, like I said to Ola, he's gonna be the next Johnny Walker of the division.
Okay.
Really? Off one loss.
Talking.
Yeah.
Off of one real loss. I won't count Jose's loss as a loss, but it's a loss on paper, but not a loss in performance. But this is the first real loss.
The thing is,
I think there's some extenuating circumstances to this one, which is called mindset.
I know, but the thing is, Ola, with with
Rakic is a good call. Shout out Dan C. Rakic is a good call.
Yeah, it's a big as well.
Big call. It's a big call, man. Shout out Dan C for that one there.
He also said Vulcan. I don't see the Vulcan one.
Vulcan's time is done. Vulcan, no time, got no more time, blood. His time run out. His time run out.
Yeah. I agree.
Me personally, I feel like, like in boxing, and I keep using boxing references because that's the only old sport I can actually use.
You tell Chig don't use it.
No, don't use it in judging a fight, but use it in interpreting a situation.
He's correct.
He goes on reach. I see how he picks his fights. Yeah, but what he
not all the time, but some of the time, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Most of the time, people can the reach can just disappear with one lunge. You get what I mean?
True.
It's not boxing where you can step back because they can hold you. So,
ironically, what Costa should have done.
Yeah. Before Tyson was undefeated, everyone was scared of him. As soon as he got defeated, everybody was queuing to fight him. Do you get what I'm saying? Johnny Walker. First lost, everyone was queuing to. Before, everyone was, I don't know about fighting him. First loss, everybody's queuing to fight him. Do you get what I mean? They want to take him out because it is good on their resume. The guy who's created that kind of. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you think the same thing could happen to Chimaev?
No, not Chimaev. Reyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Reyes one, I think that's a good comparison. In fact, I think that's a bigger comparison because he's seen as that guy that really defeated Jones.
Yeah,
without defeating Jones.
And also, so
it looks better on the CV, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Listen, that's for me. Anthony Smith was the first guy that beat Jones. He just didn't take the opportunity to beat Jones. I'm legit serious here. I wish that was Diego Sanchez in front of Jones at that time. I would have took that strap and run away with it. I wish it was Diego Sanchez in front of Jones that time there, man. You know what I mean?
You know what's joke? You know what's joke about that whole situation? Now, after he lost, who did he lose to? Smith. He lost to someone, yeah. Jones was fucking going in on him, and I felt like
Jones was ripping him.
I felt like, yo, calm down, Jones, man, calm down, because the guy actually let you have the title. If he said to the ref, "Nah, you can't continue," that's it. That's your title gone.
That's your title gone. That's your loss right there. Oh my God. But, in my, you know what I mean? In my eyes, Anthony Smith already, you know what I mean, already beat him. He just decided not to take the win. You get me? So when you look at it like that, yeah, that's for me. That's a way to look at it, anyways, man. But yeah, onto the main event. Onto the main event. Easy v Costa, 19-0, changes to 20-0, and Costa remains at 13, but he's now got one loss on his record. And before we jump into this, happy Independence Day to all my Nigerian people out there, all of you lot that's out there. Happy Independence Day, man. You get me? And we had a champion that befitted, that carried the whole culture. You get me? On his back and produced, man. You get me?
I'm still waiting for my Nigerian jollof.
Come tomorrow, man. We'll try and hook something up.
I'm working.
All right. There you go. Missed out. So Chig.
For the perfect fight. There's I'll be lying if I said it worked out exactly how I thought. But the actual style of fight, how it progressed, was exactly how I thought it would do it. The only thing that surprised me was that it was so easy, to be honest. And that was where my bet with you came into effect. Because yes, all right, congratulations, Ola made a ballsy call. He said that, there would not be a single takedown in the fight, and he was absolutely correct. I'm going to put a little asterisk, and I told him I'll do this off air. Put a little asterisk. I also said the only way I don't see that happening is if it doesn't go past 2 rounds. Because I was thinking to myself, unless Costa knocks him out early or Adesanya knocks him out early.
Chig, just come and join me on the seat here. Just come.
I'll come. Join me. I'm going the long route. So. For me, don't get me wrong. I was surprised, but he fought the perfect fight, and it was a great call from Ola. Great call. I did not see it being that easy. And actually, to be fair to Ola, I'll even give him further props. the guy was not wavered at all by Costa. He clearly saw something past what me and Will saw. Don't get me wrong, I never picked against Adesanya, but I ain't gonna lie, I was concerned. I was concerned that, you know, just all the talk, my man was talking. I thought, flip, okay, all right, just be focused. Some of your focus, you got this. And then I started watching the build-up shows, and I thought, Izzy's got this. Like, I just started gaining more and more and more confidence because I just thought to myself, Costa's almost, he's talking like he's trying to convince himself rather than us. And it kind of made me think to myself, Izzy's got this. He looks the more relaxed. He looks the more confident. And actually, when you break down the skill, what is Costa going to do if he doesn't catch him? What's he going to do? Whereas I think there were multiple ways Izzy could have handled that fight.
You do.
I give Izzy and I suppose Ola all the credit. It was a fantastic performance.
You do realize Izzy made his game plan on that face-off, you know, the belt thing.
Mm-hmm.
From what he said, he made his game plan from there. From what I heard from him, I see all his video he sent to the group. I was watching it a lot. He said something along the lines of, he kept saying, "Come here, why don't you come here? Why don't you come here? Stand in front of me. Come here. That's when he knew Paulo was never going to pressure him.
Yeah. And the fact that he talked so confidently about his jiu-jitsu game as well.
I didn't hear that part, but like what I heard was like Izzy saying it was just the things he was saying whilst we were meeting each other. I was picking a lot of things from every single little meeting we were having. And I was picking little bits just to see, like, let's just see this guy's mind frame. And I knew how the fight was. Everyone was saying pressure in my head. He knew there wasn't going to be any pressure from him because what he wanted was for Izzy to come towards him.
Yeah.
And stand and fight in front of him. That's what he wanted. That's why he kept saying, "Come here, boy. Come here, boy."
Okay, so I could see the angle you're coming from.
Yeah. That's what Izzy said.
And where I realized, Izzy's got this, was, you know, the whole white belt thing during the face-off. And then just before that, when they were sat down, Izzy was like, his jiu-jitsu game is trash. This, that, and the other. And if you notice, Costa's reaction was really like an offended one. Like, how do you know about my... How dare you talk about my jiu-jitsu game? And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, this was very intelligent from Izzy, because Izzy now thinks to himself, all right, cool. So now he may be wary about utilizing that game because maybe he thinks that Izzy knows about what type of jiu-jitsu he's going to bring to the game. So he's going to stand there with him. Obviously, if he stands there with him, he's got no fucking chance. And I think there were loads of little tiny pockets of mind games that I think Izzy played. I think it was a fab. I was very impressed. I was very impressed. And I think I'm so happy for him because after the Yoel Romero one, I think he's now made people. You saw Archie say at the very start of the show, I've given up picking against this guy because I think he's now made people think, okay, this motherfucker is the real deal now because he's gone out there, he's beaten different types of fighters. And I think most people think that there's only one fighter kind of in that division that can beat him. I'm not talking about what Chael says because I think that's nonsense. Who do
you think? Yeah, no. Who do you think?
Weidman and T. Woodley.
Yeah, I know. Who do you think? Who do you think, Chig?
Chimaev.
Nah.
I think that's a nightmare fight for him.
Nah, it's not. It's not even close.
I'm not necessarily saying he'd win. I'm saying that it's
no, that's not even close. I'd say the biggest fight for Izzy, and Ola will agree with this as well. Yeah, the biggest fight for Izzy in there, or the most dangerous fight, Izzy said it himself. Gerard,
I've been talking about it for
what?
At least
the guy that he's called out
for about a year. behind the scenes, and that I've been saying to Will for over a year now.
Ola said this. Ola, from when Israel became champion, Ola said
from when
the
he
only
became
guy
champion
he fears in the whole division was
Cannonier. I've been saying that for time.
From even before Israel.
I knew you guys were going to pick Cannonier, but I think because he's recognized that threat so early, he'll be prepared for it.
You know how Till used to go on about how he doesn't want to fight Romero.
Yeah.
That's how Israel used to go on about Cannonier.
Yeah,
not yet. That fight, not yet. He kept saying, not yet.
I hear what you're saying.
So
I mean, this guy gave Romero a shot before he gave Cannonier a shot.
He's a tough motherfucker.
Like Cannonier is no joke. His hands ain't no joke.
I mean, I know we're skipping ahead here, but I think we're all expecting Cannonier to beat Whittaker.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That fight is all up in the air in my brains. But let me get back to Stylebender real quick, man, because you're not trying to move away from a victory lap out here, man. You get me? I need to have a victory lap over this thing here tonight.
I kind of agree with the statement, by the way.
For me, I just thought Israel knew what he was coming to do. He had the whole thing set up. There's nuances to this thing, and there's levels to nuances. And if there's one man that uses nuances in the best way when you watch mixed martial arts, it's Stylebender. And we've seen it time and time again. For me, I just think he got underestimated. Again, I want to break his skinny ribs. I want to break his skinny shins. I want to break his skinny this. How many times have you heard Israel come out? Because that's one thing everybody, I've said it from Derek Brunson. They keep clowning me about fucking being skinny. Like, that's supposed to be something. That don't mean nothing. That's not supposed to, you know what I mean? The man's in your weight class, he weighs what you weigh. If anything, you're the bigger guy and you're dropping more weight. I said that. Paulo is got to cut 45 pounds of weight. That shit drains you the fuck out. It just sucks life out of you. It does.
Plus, Israel is big, just in a different way. He's a tall motherfucker.
But Israel don't have to lose a lot. He don't have to lose that much energy. He doesn't have to lose nothing to get in there with these guys.
Do you know what's funny?
Cannonier again is gonna have trouble with the same thing because Cannonier used to fight at heavyweight.
Yeah, but he's a vegan now, so he proper.
It might be that. It might be that. But I'm saying for someone that used to weigh a heavyweight, he makes. I've not even heard of a case where Cannonier has missed weight at middleweight since it's come down. So he's done well with his nutritionist and everything to get it on balance and keep it on track. But these big guys, when they're walking around and they're not in fight mode, they're coming in from, I don't know, 210, 215. I mean, Paulo at 220.
You know what surprised you about Costa? You know what surprised you about Costa? So, what video do I see after this whole shenanigan? Forget all what he said, yeah? So, Costa's back in training.
Hold on. Before you jump on that, I just want to address one thing, yeah?
Go on.
The dry humping at the end was well deserved.
It was.
I don't know who loses it. Hold on. Let me finish, blood. Let me finish.
Super necessary.
Blood. Let me finish. Let me get this fucking thing on the thing.
Give you one word.
Yeah, I don't even want that word, man, because it belongs to fucking Game Bread. We're not fucking working with Game Bread right now. Y'all must have fucking forgot, blood. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
That's Roy Jones, man. That's Roy Jones.
Yeah, Roy Jones is a legend. Game Bread is no legend, blood. We can take the phrases of a legend. Game Bread ain't no legend right now. Yeah, what's he put in? What has he put in the AKA gym? Tell me. What, BMF?
No. Hang on a minute.
Nunes and Joanna has been working that gym there.
Let me ask you a question.
No, bro.
Is Kimbo Slice a legend?
Bro. No, I'm not going into that argument while I'm talking about Easy. Yeah? Let me land. Let me land.
Okay,
you get me?
Okay.
I'm not getting into no idiot thing with you while I'm talking about my boy, Brethren. You understand? Trying to bring Kimbo Slice up in here. Now, you almost have forgot. You see me? Easy, the way he brought the thing. The man who bends over after you just lost a fight. And the man told you, I will make you my bitch. He told him, I will make you my bitch. Quote. You see me? And then when the thing was done, after all the pranking and all the shenanigans, I mean, Costa's violated man for the last 6 months, blood. Non-stop. Easy just been reacting to what Costa been doing. Every time you see Easy talking about Costa, is because of what Costa said. Costa even accused fucking Shell of having a love affair with Easy because of the amount of times that Shell be talking about Easy. He challenged him. Then Shell brought him on the show. I said, yo, I ain't got no nothing with Easy. I'm just saying what I see. You have a fight maybe once a year or whatever. We don't get to see you that often. You know? So Shell put it down to him and said, boy, show us something and maybe I'll talk about you more. So he started upping his trolling. And like Easy said, when the man's face to face with you, the energy changes. Easy Don said this. He told Francis Ngannou to shut up. When Francis bucked him now in one of the media events, the man was apologizing. He done it to Jones. Jones said, "Oh, you feel you can talk to a man like that?" Jones exposed the DMs where he was apologizing to Jones. I said, "Boy, I didn't really mean it. I didn't mean it. No. You know what I mean?" And he's that little dwarf. I like him, but when he fucks with Cejudo, I don't like this boy when he's with Costa, man. You know what I mean? When he's with Cejudo, I fuck with Alvarez. You get me? Because he adds to the cringe of Cejudo. And Cejudo is already a self-professed cringe king. So you can walk along with that. But with Paulo Costa, you're just trying to be what you're not, man. You know what I mean? You're not that guy. You're not that guy. You know what I mean? You got a black belt, you throw a white belt to man, and you didn't even fucking attempt. You know why you didn't attempt? Because my guy did not allow you to attempt. Easy did not allow you to attempt. It was over before you could even think of shooting for a body lock, a double leg, a single leg, a leg sweep. Whatever you, man, might have been predicting didn't happen. Done. And that's how the man defended the thing. And for me, it's next level stardom now. Next level stardom. Just sign this Puma deal. Next level stardom.
I've just got a problem with your dominance MMA. I don't understand why.
What's dominance MMA got to do with Easy?
I don't understand why your dominance guy will put an APB out on the 2 Nigerian titles. He's put Chimaev on the APB. So
Chimaev ain't even there yet. Chimaev is only fought one.
You heard what your Khabib said. Chimaev's
no,
next fight should be a top 10.
Bro, hold on.
Okay, then.
Chimaev ain't only fought one ranked fight. I don't even think Meerschaert is ranked like that.
Fam.
You know what I mean? Hold on. I don't care what he said. Yeah? He's only fought one ranked fight. I don't care what he said. I do not care what he said. Yeah? I don't care what he said. He said things about Zubaira as well. You see me? He said things to Zubaira and about Zubaira. I don't care what Khabib said. You feel me? I'm telling you right now, whatever Chimaev they bring in, he ain't even fought a rank for. Like, this is one of the things that we were saying about Paulo Costa, right? Easy is for at least 6, 7 good top 10 guys. You know what I mean?
In easy to lose.
In the division. You know? But right now, the Paulo Costa is only for Romero and what's Uriah Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are the only 2 ranked guys that he fought before fighting for the title. You ain't fought that many guys. You ain't fought that many good guys yet. He might have even fought nobody. And we want him to go and beat up Usman, and we want him to go and beat up Stylebender. Come on, man. People gotta earn them things there. Not time. Right now, we're basking in the ambience, brethren. And you are not going to ruin the ambience. On to tomorrow's fight. I got the paperwork right. Oh, yeah. Hold on. We got performance of the night, fight of the night, bonuses to deal with. Let's put that to rest. Performance of the night goes to 2 fighters, and that was to Stylebender and Jan Blachowicz. Yeah, Jan Blachowicz. Fight of the night went to Rival and Kai France.
Yeah.
And Will, you got 4 points this week. Chig got 1 point. I got 3 points from our picks of Israel, Reyes versus Jean. But because you picked one of your names came out, you get a point. And Will, you pick Jean for performance of the night. And fight of the night, you pick Easy and Costa. But Easy got a bonus, so you get a point. So that goes to 4 points. So total points. you lot just like fucking with me. You man just like fucking with me, man. I swear to God. Total points going into next week. Will's on 29 points. I'm on 23 points. And Chig is on 18 points. So it's kind of tight. And we've only got 2 months to see who wins on that last card in December. And who's gonna take the prize. So going into this week's fight, are we doing the main event or I think the prelims look good. The prelims look good, man. The prelims for this fight night looks all right.
Yeah.
There's a couple good people on there still. I don't know if you wanna pick it up. Yeah, I mean they got Carlos Condit and Jordan, and there's a couple good guys on there.
Pick 3 from there. Pick like 3 from there or something, or whoever the name.
Yeah. We could do that. We could do that. Casey Kenny.
You selected fights from the prelims.
Yeah. Casey Kenny, and Hailey Alateng. So Casey Kenny is 10-2. And Alateng is 14-7, 135. And both of these guys, Casey's coming in with a win over Smoker.
Casey, I'm going Casey.
Yeah, and Hailey is coming in with a win over Benoit. So they're both coming in off of wins. You're going Casey, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Will's going Casey. Chig?
Who were the 2 fighters' names? Casey and who?
Casey and Hailey. Casey versus Hailey.
What's Hailey's
135. 14-7.
Freedoms.
You know me. I have to.
I like how you
there
use.
it is.
I like how you use your re-questioning to load up the thing. It's nice. Yeah, I like it.
Answer them in time.
It worked out. Yeah.
Well, answer in the meantime.
Well, I was asking what your pick was.
Yeah, answer in the meantime, innit? While I think about it. Go on.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I'm going Casey as well.
Ooh.
This is not your fight, is it?
No. The one below this one.
The one you picked before. The one before this one, the 2 guys.
Just before this one.
This one.
This is gonna be that one you just put up. That's a wicked scrap, but yeah, Hailey Alateng. That's the guys. Yeah, both of them. Yeah. So I think I'm going with Casey anyways.
Just to be different, I'll go with the Chinaman. He's undefeated as well. So
he is defeated.
He's undefeated in my thing.
In the UFC. What you got in front of you is UFC records.
Oh, is that UFC record?
Yeah, the one that I said is his MMA record. I'd like to give the overview of when they became professional.
Speaking about that, I would Ola, before you rang me earlier on today, I was watching a video on Brendan Sharp, and Brendan was saying something about how this whole no losses shit is fucking bullshit because Costa's already lost.
Costa lost that tough. Yeah, he lost in tough. And that's a professional fight.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, he lost in tough.
So,
you know, and
that
again,
makes sense.
Yeah, you know, Sijara's losses is part of you know what, everything she comes with as a professional. You know, so that's a professional fight, and especially if you're winning contracts at the end of it and all of that, it's a professional fight.
Yeah, but you're in the people get, like Brendan Sharp said, people get knocked out, people get choked.
It's a professional fight.
In fights,
if you know what I mean, it's a professional fight. It's not amateur.
Whether it's 2 rounds or whatever it is, people get knocked out in 13 seconds. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's a fight.
I mean, what Contender Series is like right now, and what Tough is like is what we're seeing right now in all of the fight nights and the pay-per-views that we're seeing. Yeah, generally, that's how it is. The only people, the only cheerleaders they got there are their teammates, and all of their teammates in the back room just come, they hold the bench a piece, and they try and cheer them on. That's it, you know. So,
yeah, I'll go with the Chinaman. Next fight,
Charles Jourdain versus Joshua Culibao. Yeah, I'll go straight on this. Both of these guys are coming off of losses. Joshua lost to Jalen Turner, and Jourdain lost to Andre Fili. Tough fight. So I'll go with Jourdain on this one. I'll go with Charles Jourdain.
Okay.
I know it's coming off a loss, but they're both coming off a loss.
William?
Jourdain as well, please.
All right. I'm going to go with Joshua Culibao. He obviously lost his first UFC fight. But I always find those interesting when they're not cut. And having done some extra research, as Ola tells me their UFC records, but let me do some background research on that real quick. He's actually 8-0 prior to that loss. So, I wonder if perhaps maybe something happened in that fight. I don't know. But clearly, UFC believe in him enough to keep him around. So I'm going to go for him. Go for logic.
Okay. And the last one, Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit.
I don't know what this fight is doing on the fucking prelims. It's ridiculous.
No. I know. It's the guy on the left's fault. That's right.
Have you seen the people on the main event?
Yeah, I know, but it's the guy on the left's fault.
Well, if you've seen the people on the main event, you wouldn't tell me you know. You know what I mean? Go look at the people on the main event, man.
Listen, the guy on the left, stopped fighting about 2 years ago. I don't know why he's still in the UFC.
I thought he was still fighting, I'll be honest.
I don't know why he's still in the UFC. He's gonna turn up and ball up and just ball up and just.
He just got given another chance. You know what I mean? UFC opportunities don't just come. Yeah, but he got given another chance. Obviously, he went back to fighting. There's people that stop fighting and go back to fighting again. Tyson wants to fight again.
I know, but
he stopped fighting for 20 years.
That Robbie Lawler loss, I don't know what is that. Ever since that loss, he ain't been the same guy. I'm sorry, but Condit's a killer. Condit is a fucking killer. So
boy, why don't you tell us your pick?
I'm picking another guy. Boy, do I need to say any more with what I'm saying? Condit hasn't been the same, because it pisses me off. That some new fans will see Condit now and go, "Oh, he's not all that," not knowing what kind of a killer this guy was. Like, he was a fucking killer. Do you know what I mean? I thought he beat Lawler, personally. I thought he beat Lawler, but ever since that fight, I don't know. He just doesn't show interest. Even forced him to train at Jackson Wing. They have to force him to do certain training sessions.
Lawler does change a lot of people, to be fair, when he fights him.
Yo, no, but he beat Lawler, though. He beat Lawler. Like, you know how we're saying about Reyes beat John Jones?
Yeah, but then fights always take something out of you. Ask Askren about that.
I know, but you don't come back and then you don't come back in, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's come back and not actually fought, like, basically not even giving, like, he's losing to people where you can tell he would destroy you. He will absolutely, and he's losing to them, and I mean easy losses. That's why he's on the prelim. That's what I'll tell you that. Ola, that's why he's on the prelim. I bet Dana's also pissed off. Like, what the fuck happened to this guy? What the fuck happened? One of his fights, he was cowering. Like, he wasn't even knocked out or anything. He was just, you could just tell he done a fucking cowboy. So
I think Will's making very interesting points. Genuinely, I genuinely do. But I've got a feeling Condit wins this fight.
I'm going with the other guy.
I just got a feeling he wins this
when
fight.
He starts pissing you off, yeah, just remember me. Just remember my face.
I don't think
smiling in the corner.
I don't think it's going to be a knockout or anything spectacular. But I think for Dana to be like, oh, I'll let him back on, albeit on the prelims, maybe there's something still left in Condit's game. So I'm going for a very ugly, boring point victory for Condit. See what shit? I'm going against every single one of your picks right now.
I noticed.
On to the main event.
Main event.
We got the Kwan.
You didn't pick on that fight, by the way.
Yeah, I fucks with Condit, man. I thought I picked. Yeah, I'm going Condit.
I fucks with Condit.
I fucks with Condit, man. You get me? So, the Kwan Townsend and Dusko.
Now, I will say, I do know what Ola means about the main event. I know 2 of these matches.
Thank you very much. It's all I was saying. Like, we got known names. Whether these guys stop fighting for 2 years, and we got known names, and they're in the prelims, and we got names that we don't really know in the main event. Like, what the fuck's going on? That's what I was saying. But William is going to tell us how he knows all these fighters on the main event.
No,
so William,
I'm not saying. I didn't say that. I'm saying.
Oh, how these unknown guys get to be on this thing over Carlos Condit and Maggie?
Listen. I get it. But with how
you was arguing against it. You didn't say you got it.
Listen. No, I get what you're saying. Like, how come he's down there? I get what you're saying. But what I'm trying to say is, the reason why he's there is because of look at his last few fights. Just look at his last few. That's the reason why he's where he's at.
And look, we got somebody on a fucking main event with no fucking picture on it. Are you fucking kidding me, fam?
I know.
Yeah, so like I don't like what you know what I mean? Nah, man. There's no to me, it's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I don't know why those 2 guys aren't in fucking prelims and Carlos Condit in on the main card. That's all I'm saying. He might even open the main card, even if it opens the main card. But come on, man. You know what I mean?
Ola, listen. When Usman or anybody from Dominance, starts disappointing you, and you don't even want to see him in the octagon, and they put them on prelims, then we'll talk. Then I'll tell you why they deserve to be on the main card, and you can tell me why they shouldn't even fucking be on prelims. That's how I feel about Condit.
All right, let's not digress. Let's go back into the main event. Dequan Townsend, oh my gosh, versus Dusko Dorovic.
Yeah, since Wills knows so much about this fight, as you pick first,
I'm going with Dusko Todorovic, whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
See, this is one which he's actually 9-0. This is his actual record. This is not just a UFC record.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Quan Townsend, man. I'll go with the Quan Townsend.
Experience over hype is all his policy. This is one I'm gonna have to break my streak on. I'm gonna go with Dusko as well. I'm riding with Dusko on this one.
What?
Yes, I know. I don't like agreeing with you either.
Nah. Normally, when you come on my side, Ola wins. That's what.
This guy.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with Dusko as well. How about
No.
that?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I wanted to throw a spanner in your works, but your way of thinking,
Yes.
the whole thought process. I just thought, yeah, let me throw a little spanner in there, man. Just for that reason alone. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Dusko as well. If that's how you're thinking, then let's see what happens. So we got full house on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Next fight. Oh shit! What's the thing?
We got Cameron Else and Kyla Phillips.
Yeah, again, another 2 set of fighters I've never heard of. I'll go with Kyla Phillips purely because.
Yo, you're just record spamming. You're just record spamming. You are.
Sort of, yeah. I'll be honest, I don't know none of these two, really. It's just a straight guess. But
so would you have preferred?
He's 10-4. He's 10-4. That's his MMA record. Kyler is 7-1. But I've not heard of any of them really.
Will
people that have hairs like fucking Sugar Shane, whatever his name is. I don't know, man. I don't know this long hair thing. Long hair, don't care kind of guys. Right?
You can see. Yeah, look at the black guy on the other side, man. Pick him.
I already picked one black guy. So calm down. Pick Dusko already. I made you change and end up picking Dusko too. Shit. I'm going with Kyler as well.
Okay.
Well, then that's a full house.
Full house. All right. This one's an interesting fight, to be fair.
Whoa. Is that the girls? That's
the ladies. Jermaine Durandamine versus Juliana Pena.
Ain't no motherfucking debate about this.
Yeah. Much as I would love Juliana to win this, I stopped betting against Jermaine a while ago. So I'm going with Jermaine.
Yeah, I'm going GDR as well.
Fucking hell. Both fucking stole my girl, so I'm gonna go.
Gosh, Juliana's fine though. I'll give her that. Fucking hell. I didn't realize. Unless this is just a really good picture.
JDR, fuck you.
Come on now, you boys know me. You know me. I didn't realize she was that fine.
Chig is busy perving on Juliana, man. God damn.
But no, I'm going with JDR. For sure.
Okay. The Castro.
Jiggy on deck.
Happily, believe me.
The Castro versus Carlos Felipe.
Castro.
Carlos
my
Felipe
guy.
Lost to Spivak, 8-1.
And
that's his first loss. Castro's last loss
was to our guy.
Yeah, we watched that shit together.
Yes, sir. And I picked
Greg
Castro,
Hardy.
remember? Yeah.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy. Sometimes when that guy's fighting, man, I don't know where to look. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I don't even want to see that guy in the octagon, man. Especially every time he's in there, man, I keep thinking about Richard Ostovich. Anyways, moving along. You're going the Castro and Carlos Felipe. Will is going the Castro. I know that's Will's guy.
Yep.
I'm going to go the Castro as well.
Okay. I'm going with Carlos Felipe.
Whoa.
Looks like he's
okay.
Yeah, I'll go with him. Both 6 foot. Both really lost one.
Are you guys watching the chats on what they're saying about the girls? A lot of people are thinking that Penna's got this.
Yeah, that Penna will wrestle her, which
Yeah.
is interesting. Yeah.
I mean, if there's one way to beat GDR,
Well, yeah, my girl
Nunes is shown that knocking her out in the one. You know what I mean? She's got chin and a half. You're gonna have to ragdoll her on the ground.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, Nunes is strong. Very strong.
I hope she's. I was gonna say I hope she's learned one or two things about takedown defense, and hopefully it'll come to her advantage. We'll see. We'll see.
She's too old
because there's levels. There's levels to takedowns, in it. There's levels to takedowns.
Listen, Nunes won their first fight by takedowns. Their second fight was even much more worse by takedowns. Come on.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, there's levels. Look, imagine I don't know, say what's his name? Barboza's trying to take you down. Or even Michael Johnson. Yeah, exactly. There's levels to it. There's just levels to the thing. And Amanda Nunes is at that level that's so high that she would make most really good people that they take their defense is really, really good. She'll make them look like shit. Khabib takes down people like DC. Like, there's levels to the thing and keeps them down. It's one thing taking someone down, but you got to control them as well. And Amanda Nunes did that time and time again. But with someone like the GDR, she might be able to control Junior Pena to a degree where even if she takes her down, can she control her on the ground? And I'm not sure whether Pena's ground game, it's that, you know what I mean? Is that up there to the point where you can control GDR on the ground for that long? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying she's not capable of doing it. I'm just saying there's levels to, you know what I mean, taking down and controlling people to people that are like right at the top. I mean, if DC or Curtis Blade is controlling people, I know they're staying down. You know what I mean? On the ground. If they take people down and control, I know that's happening. If Khabib does it, I know it's happening. But if Derek Lewis goes to take someone down, I'm not sure how much control time. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying Derek Lewis is not capable of taking someone down, but can he keep him down? Is the levels there? Would Stipe be able to stuff Derek Lewis's takedown offense, but might not be able to stuff DC's, and that's because DC is Olympic level, and Derek Lewis isn't. That's all it is. Nuances.
All right. And then finally, let's talk about
the main event.
So main event that, quite frankly, I've not really heard anyone talk about. I guess it got lost in the 2-5-3 shuffle, and that's Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana,
the preacher's daughter. I'm gonna jump right out the window on this one, man. And I fucked with the preacher's daughter for so long. You know what I mean? She's from Albuquerque, like John Jones. But she's a real one. She's put into the sport.
You watched her interview yesterday?
You know? Yeah.
I liked it.
You know? But I'm going to go with Aldana on this one, man.
I knew he was going to do that. I'm going the same way.
I'm going to go with Aldana on this one.
I'm going the same way. I love Holly. I just think it's probably the end now.
Full ass.
It's been a long
and she's 38. She's on that Tyron Woodley trajectory, if you like.
Yeah. I think she's had a long career. I mean, not even just her MMA career. Remember, this is a boxing champion as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Her husband's left her, you know.
Yeah. I think it was 2-3 fights ago that they broke up, I think. But
she ain't got no kids, has she? She ain't got no kids, has she?
No, she hasn't. She hasn't. I know that Dana was heading towards this retirement talk with her before. And then I think out of respect, Dana was kind of like, all right, we'll see how it goes sort of thing. So I think that she's almost in this, like you say, this kind of Woodley space with Holly Holm. And I think, Irene, although she's got very similar record to her, at least in the UFC, at least, I just think Irene is probably the more hungrier fighter, and one of them is clearly on their way down, in my opinion. I don't know how she's still number 2. I love Holly. Let's just be real. How are you still number 2? You've lost 3 fights.
Because she's still beating them top girls there, ain't she? So she's still keeping her name up there.
I think it's more probably descriptive of the lack of challenge in that division.
Yeah.
Maybe because 135 was obviously once a very competitive division, but now as we know, it's a 115. 115 is where the competition's really at,
and 125 as well. Because those who were struggling to make weight for 135 just hop down to 125.
Exactly.
And those who come from 115 go to 125 rather than go to 135.
Yeah. So I love Holly. And I'd be so happy if she wins. But I don't see it.
I think also when it comes to Holly, I think I don't know how she's been this week. I haven't really I've watched a lot of stuff. But I haven't really watched anything to do with her this week. But she's been miserable. That's the reason why I highlighted she's lost her husband, because I felt like this girl's a little bit sad. Yeah, like lately she's just sad. Just seems sad the way she talks and everything. It's not the same. Like. And then they found out that she lost her husband, and she just seems so miserable. So I can understand why Dana was thinking
she lost her husband. I don't know. She might have been putting a whooping like Mackenzie Dern has been doing to her fella. You know what I mean? You never know with these MMA fighters, man. You get me? She have been putting a whooping on that boy, man.
Her husband was a trainer as
well. Yeah, so that don't mean... look, it's not above getting a ass whooping, man. You can be a trainer, but a fighter and a trainer is 2 different things, Bridget. You know what I mean?
You say she was whooping the man. You was whooping the man.
Boy, who knows? You never know. You just never know. You know? I'm not saying she did it. I'm not trying to paint her in that way, but you know what I mean? She roams around with John Jones, man. I can't put nothing past these people, man. You get me? Them people there from New Mexico, man. I can't put little past them.
You never know.
You put Holly and John Jones in one. Oh my god,
you never know.
Yeah, you never know, man. You just never know.
Nothing.
How do you know? You know what I mean? I'm not privy to it. I'm just not putting it past them. You know what I mean? In New Mexico, they do what they them not do what the hell they want to do, man. Look how long John Jones has been roaming around the street and just doing what the hell he wants.
Where they from again? Say again.
Albuquerque. Yeah, man. Them lot from New Mexico, man. They're a different breed down there, man. That's why you see Cerrone, Donald, he's a crazy, you know what I mean? They're all brethren. All of them from that area there, man.
And Conde as well. And Conde
too. They're all crazy. All of them are crazy, man. They're all crazy people down there. That part of the world, man, is madness down there. You know what I mean? They're all up in the mountains and everything, man. Them man, they don't joke. You get me? So I don't know what Holly be doing to her husband, man. You get who knows? I'm not saying she did it. I'm just saying I'm not putting it past her. You know? So
right,
it's like
that's the card then.
That's the card, but Will did not pick. He said all of that, but didn't pick.
I did, Irene.
Oh, so you went with Aldana?
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna go the other way. Okay, let's do bonuses real quick. Bonuses. All
right, let me quickly do this. I think Aldana performance in the night. And I'm gonna go fight of the night. I'm gonna go to Condit fight.
Condit. Okay.
Which kind of counteracts what I said earlier about it being a boring win for Condit, but fuck it. Let's go.
All right, Ola. What are you going with?
For me, performance of the night, I'm gonna go with.
Me neither, Dan. Me neither.
Right. Bonuses. I'm gonna go with Charles Jourdain for bonuses, and my second bonus will go to Todorovic.
Okay.
Well, you know me. I stick to the original rules. So Fire Tonight goes to De Castro Felipe.
I thought that. Yeah.
Hold on, which one is that one, Will?
The Coleman.
Yeah, I know, but is it performance of just
Fire Tonight?
That's a good call, actually.
Right, FOTN.
No.
The Castro. Heavyweights don't usually get Fire the Night, but carry on.
Yeah, but they're similar in build.
Yeah, but they swing. Yeah, when they start swinging for the fences, and everyone's like, "Fucking hell, look at this." Yeah. Okay. And then performance of the night, I'm going with JDR.
GDR for performance? Okay. Good call. POTN.
I see what you're doing, Ola. You're smart, but it's risky as well.
What's smart or risky?
I said you're smart. What you're doing is smart, but it's very, very risky as well.
How?
Because you're going for fighters that you think will totally dominate the other guys, so you can give them bonuses. So in case they do get it, yeah, you had no doubts that they were going to lose the fight. So you know they're going to win. It's just you just hope for them to turn up with the performance.
But their names might not even come out at all in anything. So it's just a roll of the dice.
That's what I said. That's what I said. It's very risky too.
Yeah, but what you did is risky as well. It's all a roll of the dice. No, the fight ain't taking place yet. So everything is a roll of the dice. I haven't taken more or less risk than you've taken.
What you going on? What's Dan T going on then?
So I'm guessing he's going with Pena over JDR.
Oh, okay.
But agrees generally with your comments on the bonuses.
Okay. Pena could do it, but I don't think it took Amanda I don't know. It took Amanda everything to hold JDR down there. So that's where I'm taking my inspiration from.
Oh, so do you think JDR will be able to get off the ground from Pena?
Easily.
Why?
The same reasons you mentioned.
No, okay.
I guess who do you think is more accomplished on the ground, Pena or Nunes?
I just think there's just levels to the thing.
Pena is when it comes to strictly jiu-jitsu.
Strictly jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Yeah, Pena is because that's her game. But yeah, because they're stronger girls, you have to use power. And with Amanda's power, she makes everything look easy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everything.
And I feel like people, and I'm not talking about you guys or some of you in the chat, or some people mix wrestling to jiu-jitsu when it comes to the ground thing. You know what I mean? You got to be able to work out the difference, and jiu-jitsu is more about passing and just, you know what I mean, being in transition the whole time. Yeah. Being in transition the whole time. Wrestling is get somebody to the ground, do what you got to do to get that mount and ground and pound. That's what wrestlers do. They go in there and try and if you give them a submission real quick, they'll grab it. But they're not passing to get submission. They're passing to ground and pound and get that TKO. You know, that's what a lot of the wrestlers do. With people with jiu-jitsu, they're always transitioning and looking for ways to just squeeze you. Just, you know what I mean? And that's why one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in my eyes is Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz will willingly, he'll just fall to the ground. Out of nowhere. You that thought he got punched and then open his guard and pray that you're overzealous or something. And before you know it, it's a wrap.
I'll take it one better and say For me, there's one fighter who is a little bit better in jiu-jitsu than all of that ground game than the Diaz brothers. I only say that because his coaches say sometimes he invents his own moves down there, and they're all legit moves.
Well, yeah, Ferguson.
There you go. Oh, see, you already know.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know the guy.
We know what Eddie Bravo is about, and you know what I mean. Top jiu-jitsu coach. So
yeah. so for me, Ferguson, is the most accomplished fighter I've ever seen.
And that's why the fight between Ferguson and Khabib is so anticipated.
There you go.
Because of the wrestling and jiu-jitsu, the difference and the nuances, the intricacies in that. You know what I mean? That's why that fight is so intriguing. Because that fight was never going to be on the fucking. It's never going to be standing.
Everything Khabib does well is what Ferguson needs to win. That's why the fight is so great. Because Ferguson loves being on his back. Yeah. You try to go for a takedown single leg, your neck's right there. Do you get what I'm saying? There's so many things that Khabib can do. Yeah, that is also Ferguson's safe haven. Like, you'll be happy. Okay. You want to do this? All right, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this right here.
Let's do it.
You know, scrambles, you name it, they're doing it.
Whereas other fighters just get scared as soon as they get down. They're like, oh shit, I'm down here. I didn't ever wanted to be down here. That's how they lose to Khabib. But yeah.
I mean, it's not a great example, but it's still kind of like to show you where the fight will go. Mighty Mouse and Cejudo, when you go back and look at that fight and really look at it technically, both of those guys, the scrambling jiu-jitsu of Mighty Mouse, I mean the wrestling of Cejudo, you could just see what those guys. It was such a high level thing. The only problem was, in my eyes, and I like Cejudo, he didn't do a lot. He just did enough to win that fight. He didn't do a lot to do damage, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So, but it's just a small example of, you know, jiu-jitsu and wrestling guys, and, you know, the type of technical scrambling and passing and transitioning that you would see in a fight like that. So, yeah, it's intriguing. Whether that fight will happen is still yet to be seen. I hope it does. I'm praying to the fight gods that we eventually, GSP just goes away. I don't want his name mentioned again. I know that's what Abdulmanap wanted, God rest his soul. But I really want to see the Ferguson and Khabib fight.
I want to ask a question. And this is to all MMA fans, everyone who's interested in it and everything. What weight are they actually going to fight at? Because what's his name? GSP has been asked to fight 170 for a long time and refused to. When Woodley was there, when Woodley was champion in that, for a super fight and that, he never wanted to come. He rather went up a weight to fight Bisping than come down and fight Woodley. So I'm beginning to wonder.
Do you think he thought Woodley was an easier fight?
Well, that's what Woodley
said. At the time, you got to look at what Woodley was doing. Now we can talk about Woodley and look at him like that. But at that time,
Woodley had a belt. Woodley had his belt.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, look at what Woodley was doing at that time. It was cleaning up people like Maya, Stephen Thompson, fucking Darren Till. GSP didn't want to get in there with him. And I'm asking you, it's just a question.
Yeah, but he's going with Bisping, a higher.
So that's what I said to you. Just because it's a higher weight doesn't mean it's a harder fight. Chig, do you see what I'm trying to say? Do you think he chose Bisping because he thought it was an easier fight? Because Bisping weren't that technical. It was more of a brawler, really. You know what I mean? He ain't that technical. He's just a man that he's got heart and he loves to brawl, and his fights are entertaining. You know what I mean?
I'm a little bit disappointed in you saying Bisping is not technical. I am very, very disappointed in you saying that, because I think Bisping is one of the most...
Do you see the current champion to Bisping? Are you fucking joking me? You want to throw the word technical around while we got the current middleweight champion? Are you mad blood?
Interestingly, Bisping picked Costa over Israel.
Ola. Yeah, because he was hoping for what I was hoping for. Like Israel will do what he's doing, and Costa will catch him. That's what he thought. But besides that, Ola, how many times has Bisping been taken to the ground, and how many times has he got up from people? How many people have controlled Bisping on the ground?
Yeah, it's mixed, isn't it? It's one of the things that I was saying about Jean. Jean is one of the he was on the same trajectory as Bisping when he won the title. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You know? So it's not like Bisping has had this marvelous great. That's what I'm trying to say. That if you're gonna throw the word technical around, look who's there now and Bisping. And you tell me we're talking about the word technical.
All I'm saying is I love
Bisping more for his style of fighting, which is a lot of brawling and a lot of heart, and that goes a long way. In what he did in his career.
All right, going back to what I said, I don't think you, with what you said in mind as well about Costa's weight, how much he had to lose to fight Israel. I don't think GSP would lose all that weight to fight a dangerous Khabib.
Yeah, which is what I'm trying to say. I don't even want to see that fight. That's why I just said I don't want to see that. I want to see the Ferguson Khabib fight.
It'll be a catchweight fight.
Yeah, but catchweight at what weight do it? Because it can't be 65.
Dana would not even entertain that and pay them millions and millions and millions of fucking dollars. You mad? Dana don't like catchweight. He's not going to put that fight at catchweight and pay them to the type of money that they want. Fuck that. He wouldn't do that.
I think Dana, if that was what the two fighters wanted, they were both keen.
Well, they'll have to do it at 155 or 170. Khabib might not mind getting to 170.
It'll take a lot for GSP to agree to any fight.
Especially as a title fight.
This is me personally speaking. I don't believe that Dana would allow that fight to be fall through his hands just because he insists it should be on for a weight category. I don't personally see it. I don't think any good promoter would allow that to happen. If they were that close to a super fight, and then just because Dana usually prefers X, I don't see it happening. For me, maybe it's possible that GSP comes down to 155. I have my doubts. I think it's more likely 170 or catchweight. But I don't see it being for Khabib's title anyway.
I can't see it being set 170 because as soon as they say 170, the champion will be like, so you're fighting the 155 champion at 170.
At 170, exactly. That's why the catchweight is more likely, in my opinion.
I'm saying I don't think GSP would lose all that weight to go and fight against a very, very dangerous Khabib.
So, question: does that fight happen or not?
Well, from what Dana's saying, if it depends, it all depends
on GSP. Dana says a lot of things. I'm just asking for your opinion.
He said it depends on GSP. So if GSP decides to say yes, then we can all have opinions, and it could just be fucking put under the fucking carpet.
Yeah, I just wanted the opinion anyway. It's valuable to me. If anybody else puts it under the carpet,
me personally,
that's their problem.
From how I've been talking, do you think I want to see that fight? From how I've been talking.
No, but do you think it'll happen?
There you go.
Do you think it'll happen though?
From how Dana spoke, it could happen.
Okay. Chig,
I think they'll make a big effort, but I think the Conor one is obviously the easy fight to make. That's the one where it seems like all roads are pointing towards that.
Anyway, I've got newfound respect for Conor anyway.
And obviously I'm trying to transition into Conor.
I like this.
I'm not missing the trick. This is my segue. Yeah. I think all roads gonna lead towards Conor and Khabib for the Ultimate Fighter, which I must admit I've never watched an Ultimate Fighter. I'll watch that one. I think all roads point to that being the next fight. Could be. Let's not disrespect Justin. Should he beat Justin Gaethje, then I think it will be a Conor rematch. To be honest. But we'll see what happens. Speaking of Mr. McGregor, I suppose that brings me to my last story, and that is Conor I've named it Conor versus Manny because that's where it started, but it kind of ended with Conor versus Dustin Poirier, and UFC have quickly decided to offer him that fight. I'm kind of with Ben Askren in this. I feel like Conor is just desperate at this point to do something to generate interest in him. Because it started with initially him talking about wanting to face Diego Sanchez, which is just, it's laughable. At this point, Ola can give Diego Sanchez a good fight, you know? Let's be real here. And then I should stop sharing this, shouldn't I? And then it kind of went from him facing Manny Pacquiao. Apparently, there's legs in this Manny Pacquiao thing, which I
hold
find...
on. Diego Sanchez still got 4 fights left. I thought he had 1 fight left.
No, he's got 4 fights left.
That brother got 4 fights left, man. Like,
he's got 4 fights left. He's got a contract.
Like, to let Jeff Matthews do that to him. I mean, Jeff Matthews battered him. He battered him, and like, I don't know, man. I don't know if they should be honoring that 4-fight contract, man. I don't know.
And so yeah, and then obviously it ended with Dustin Poirier and him wanting to do some sort of charity work. And then UFC said, well, you ain't going to be able to do that, but we'll give you the fight. No problem. You could do whatever you want to do with your proceeds. And they've offered him that fight. Now, first things first, do you think Conor versus Dustin is happening? I personally think no. What do you guys think?
Okay. I've wanted to say something for a while. I've got newfound respect for Conor. After the DMs came, yeah, I've actually got newfound respect for Conor. Because Dana made us believe that Conor was scared to take the Gagey fight. He wasn't. He wasn't scared of it. Conor is not scared of anyone. I'm taking that, but like anything I've had to say about Conor picking fights and all these things, yeah. Now it makes sense because what was it? Thompson, I forgot his first name. Something Thompson. He was speaking to John McCarthy. Did anyone watch that?
You lot beware of getting in Will's DMs. Pay attention.
Yeah. Basically,
we'll be exposing DMs like Conor. Pay attention.
Oh, shut up! I ain't gonna be exposing nothing. Basically, he said. Basically, it was saying the people he's
got a newfound respect for Conor. Pay attention.
Yeah. The people Conor was picking as replacements and like little short notice kind of fights. Yeah. Look at their records. They're legends. Yeah. They're actually like they're the hardcore MMA followers guys. Like first fight, he had a chance to pick a whole bunch of people, including Cowboy at that time, and he picked Nate Diaz, Josh Thompson, that's the one, and he picked Nate Diaz. Yeah, had a chance to pick anybody for his comeback. He picked what'd you call it? What's his face? Cowboy. Yeah. He wants to be Diego's last fight. How does Conor see himself, yeah, when you fight him? What does he think he does for you when you fight him?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Everybody wants to fight me because...
Yeah, but hold on. I mean, Conor, look, at the end of the day, regardless of how, in a way, I can see Conor's mind. When you read them DMs, there's a context to the DMs. Only when you read it. But I wouldn't have been privy to it if Conor didn't put it out. Now he put it out, I can say, make a judgment on it. And to me, it looks like he wants to give Diego Sanchez a good payday. A nice payday
Diego
to go to ride into the sunset with. But hold on. So this is my problem. So why are you going to want to give somebody a good payday to ride off into the sunset with if they got 5 fights on their contract? Because after this fight, he got 4 fights left.
No. He said, I would like to be your last fight.
Yeah, so he's not going to fight him 4 fights down the line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to have to get to that last fight.
But with what
he was choosing dates. He was choosing dates.
I know. But with
so how is it going to be his last fight with 4 fights choosing their dates?
with what Diego's making now, if Diego got paid from Conor, I bet he'll be out. I bet he wouldn't need none of this shit, none of this money or anything like that. Diego ain't been training. You know why Diego's lost his last few fights? Because he ain't been training. He's been doing that pick a knife.
Yeah,
I see that brother in the gym, man. I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my god, like who's this guy?
Diego ain't been training for all.
Who's working with this guy?
Do you know what? Apart from anything, did you? I mean, I know I'm one to talk, but did you see him in his last fight? He weren't in great shape. Like there were some very unflattering pictures of him. I was like, oh my gosh, are you even like?
But this is what I'm saying.
Tactics. Are you actually training? Like,
he's just filling out the spots.
There's no way. Hey, you will. There's no way that brother is staying in the octagon with Michel Pereira. We see what Michel Pereira was all about, man.
Yeah, we all know that.
He wanted out. He's like, boy, I will take that foul and I will run.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
I'm not trying to hang in there with this guy.
Yeah, he's contracted, to fight all these fights, right? And for Diego, if Diego walks away that easily, his record's just fucked up then, isn't it? Because we know him to be the fighter, crazy fighter, takes on anyone, anywhere, anytime, any weight kind of thing. He's that kind of a guy, right? So if he's got four, he's just riding them out. He's just riding the fights out. And that's what he said. I'll be happy to take Conor on my last fight. He's already said himself. But my point I'm trying to make was, Conor's first choice of him picking what's the guy's name? Nate, He didn't expect Nate to do what he did to him. He didn't expect it to be he thought it was going to be an easy win. And I'll pay him off and he can fuck off and get what he actually deserves because he's done a lot for the... Like, I feel like that's how Conor goes around in his mind frame. That's how he thinks. Give this guy a payday. The guys
that he's a hero and I'm gonna make all these stars. No.
Well, no. Don't make the stars. Give them a payday for them to.
Apparently, that payday is a myth, anyways, man. That payday is a myth. That payday is a fucking myth. Yeah, according to Cowboy, because Cowboy is broke and is back in the octagon, getting a draw with Nico Price. You know what I mean? And he openly said it. I'm broke. That's why I'm back here. That big payday is a myth. It's a myth. You know what I mean?
Because Cowboy spends money every day, man.
Where's Cowboy from? I told you about them lot. I told you about them lot. That was broke, fam.
I cleverly managed to link it back. I like it.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, I think for me, obviously I've seen people talk about the fact that, Diego mentions this point about Manny Pacquiao. I'm not even that fussed about seeing that fight, to be honest. With Conor, I just want to see him back doing what he does best. If it's not in the octagon, I don't care. I don't care to see him in a boxing ring.
Boy, as long as he carries on making them drinks, you know what I mean? I might be a customer. It is what it is.
So yeah, I just think I don't know with Conor, man.
I wonder what Khabib's got to say about what you.
He won't say a goddamn thing.
Well, today you told him to shut up. You're not listening to his opinion.
When it comes to my countrymen and my champions, man, you mad, man. You smoking. You must be as dumb as you look, fam.
Hang on.
When it comes to my champions,
hang on. You almost threw one under the bus, one under the bus, just because Khabib was cornering the other guy. Don't tell me when it comes to your countrymen,
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
When it comes to my champions, me say, I'm a countryman. My champions, me say. You see me? Are you mad? Don't play with me, yeah? Yeah, get a good view, fam. Get a good view, man. You get me? Stop playing, man.
Oh, dear. Anyway, it is what it is. Have I missed anything else? Anything else?
I think that's it for this week. Surely there's going to be new developments.
Pacquiao whoops him anyway.
Of course.
Going into 254. There's a lot bubbling up. There's going to be a lot of stories. I want to see new developments with
I know that
Leon
John
Edwards.
Have we still got our bet, or you cancelled it?
What bet?
The 3-1.
What are you talking about?
Gagey Khabib.
If you want that bet, then you gotta pay me the £100 for Stylebender. I told you they all go together.
Oh, okay. That's why
If you want, if you want it, then if you want it, then pay out for Stylebender, man, including the takedown thing that you lost as well. I want all of it. If you want that bet.
I just asked a question.
No.
Is it on? No.
I told you. There's terms and conditions to the thing. Yeah. So I don't know why you're bringing it back up. There was terms and conditions to the thing. Was there not? There was terms and conditions to the thing. You wanted me to cancel it, and I said to you, this and this goes along with it. So if you want it back, you gotta pay up.
Okay. Calm down.
Dear. See, this is why I keep.
I'm a bass for a whole till the next pay-per-view, man. I'm basking.
Small and simple with Ola, right? That's the way. That's my. Tactic.
You know what? It's a good thing. Yeah, Adesanya won. That's all I can say. It's a fucking good thing Adesanya won. Because I swear that Ola, from now onwards, yeah, if someone else wins, that's not your guy. Don't let me find out where you're working, because I'll come and look for you. I will come and look for you and sit outside your fucking work. Yeah, sit outside and put posters up, banners, and everything.
Look at Dan T. Coming out with a will-like statement right there.
Forget you again. I just got that feeling. Got a feeling.
Yeah, me too.
Bro, the feeling you got is to be going to the toilet and shit that shit out of your, you know what I mean? I don't know, how your fingers, out of your backside, out of your mouth. Go.
Are you even talking?
Bro, take that feeling to the toilet, brethren. Take that feeling to the toilet.
Nah, listen, yeah. You shouldn't even be talking. You've already fucking threw Khabib under the bus today. So what the fuck we talking about? Huh? No, fuck that Team Khabib shit. Nah, you ain't Team Khabib.
Fam?
You ain't Team Khabib.
Mad, fam? Stop playing.
You don't care what Khabib says or Khabib does.
Yeah, just because I don't care what he says, don't mean I ain't on the team, blood. You see me? Yeah, but when it comes to my champions, man, I don't play around. I don't care who you is, fam. I don't care whether you come from Ghana or Russia. I'm smoking both for you.
That's fair play.
We both read it at the same time.
I completely forgot about this. Obviously, that match with Usyk and Chisora has been remade for the 31st of October. I think that's going to be a fun match. Of course, Usyk all day, but I don't necessarily rule out Chisora.
I'm going Chisora. Fuck it. I'm going Chisora.
I don't necessarily rule him out. So I do think if he's very careful with the way he approaches it, doesn't get too reckless, doesn't panic if he goes behind, you always have to give him a puncher's chance. And with Chisora, he likes high stakes. So that's the only reason I don't rule him out. He's really weird with that. He's the bigger stakes, the more he's likely to perform. So, I'm looking forward to that fight, for sure. All right. Well, after a mad statement from Dan that triggered Ola and triggered Archie, apparently, we'll see what happens with the Khabib fight. Can't wait for it. Not only the Khabib fight, there's a few fights on that card that I'm looking for.
There's a few fights in between, you know what I mean? My boy Brian Ortega, you know what I mean? He's coming into the fold real soon, you know what I mean? That boy there, Brian Ortega right there, man. That's my boy. I'm expecting that fight. Is a big fight.
I'm looking forward to seeing him fight because it's been like 18 months or something.
Oh, yeah. He had. There's a lot that I need to bring to you folks about what he's been doing, the whole reinventing himself. He's had to go and wipe the slate clean and start right over again. But there's a lot to talk about when that fight is a little bit closer. I've got a lot of insights into what's been going on. And, I'd like to share it with you, man.
All right. Well, we'll do that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Once again, another nearly 2-hour show. We can't say we don't bring you the heat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Once again, please do stick a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Share the video around as much as you possibly can. And we'll be back again next week to review. I think there's another fight night card the following week. So, we'll talk about that. until next week, I guess we're out. Have a good weekend. We'll catch you next Friday.
Salutes.
Yeah, me too.